So the overwhelming amount of athletes that you see on TV, okay, are consuming unholy substances that are not gratification. Okay, it's all foolish choices and it's all complete misery. Okay, I guarantee you there's a ton of caffeine consumption, a ton of energy drink consumption, and the overall 24/7 life of these athletes that are on TV is completely miserable compared to mine. I'm here to say this for everyone's freedom, okay? I've just got a tip from a Christian brother who found out that apparently LeBron James and Cristiano Ronaldo sleep for 12 hours on a regular basis. Why? Because the body is going through so much stress and pain and agony and unnatural junk that they have to sleep for 12 hours or more on, like, constantly, just to try and repair and keep this thing going. But I guarantee you it's all misery. If I was to have a personal, private, honest interview with their wives and ask their wife just how happy LeBron is 24/7, just how happy and full of the fruit of the Spirit LeBron is, or Cristiano Ronaldo is 24/7, they would, if they were honest, they'd say, it's not very good. Like, it's actually terrible. That is the truth, folks. That is the total truth. The entire sports world and the show world, okay, is full of insane diets. Literally insane. All sorts of substance abuse, and there is nothing but slavery and pain and suffering and agony. And the amount that some of these people eat is so abnormal, and it's so heavy, it just leads to constant 24/7 heaviness. Like, for example, football players. It's insane. They feel completely heavy. Many of them are secretly depressed. I'm just here to set people free. Okay, I'm just here to set people free. So as I've obeyed the Lord, okay, in the cocoa-centric, gluten-free, dairy-free life, which is your dream 24/7 joy, fruit of the Spirit, happiness condition, you realize that all of these athletes that are on TV and go to the Olympics are going through total hell behind the scenes. It's so much pain, so much suffering, so much misery, and it's all coming to an end because it's just not happiness. Okay? And then all the stupid people watching the show are completely miserable as well. So I'm here to set everyone free. It is so stupid. I'm just here as an honest prophet to say that I am honestly 24/7 happier and way more gratified than every athlete on earth. And I can say that because I've been through every sport in the world. Okay? With ultra, like, pushing and just competition and, stress and all the rest of the madness. Okay? It's like, yeah, now you can play sports and you can enjoy physical activities, of course. But I'm just saying, the stuff that you see on TV, okay, and the athletes that you see going to the Olympics and performing in the NBA, oh my gosh. When the truth comes out about what these people actually feel like and think like before God 24/7, it's gross compared to maximum liberation, joy, and freedom for humans. Period. Okay? Lest the children of the world continue to be deceived. I could go on and on about just all the lies, just lies and cover-ups galore. And it's all misery. I'm just here to tell people that it's all misery compared to the happiness that I live in 24/7. that everyone can live in if they follow the diet I have been saying. Michael Jordan and LeBron James and all of them are way less happy 24/7 than I am. That's the same thing with all of these people worldwide. It's all a stupid show that is not natural for the human body to sustain pleasurably over a 24/7 period. And then guess what happens when these guys turn 40 and they can't even function anymore compared to the good old days? They're totally miserable for the rest of their life because they're not close to God and they don't have the revelations that I've been saying on these videos. As far as I know, Michael Jordan is fat and overweight and walking around golf courses smoking cigars. Completely miserable. And truth be told, while he was in his prime, he was smoking cigars. Whenever he had a stressful game, he would smoke a cigar to try and feel better. It was all miserable, folks. Over a 24/7 cycle, it was all miserable compared to the happiness that I live in 24/7, and I'm sharing this with the whole world so that everyone can come out of this darkness, misery, and lies. You don't need to impress God with a physical show to be happy. You don't need to impress humans with a physical show to be happy. Like, it just, wow. Like, I just have to say this stuff because I see it for what it is. And it's just complete misery for the entire world populace. And quite frankly, it's just sickening lies and foolishness in the whole thing. Truth be told, there are a lot of PEDs, performance-enhancing drugs, that are used by athletes before every single show that they ever put on. Okay? And it's completely unhealthy. They go through all sorts of crazy repair cycles, aches and pains like you wouldn't believe. And I'm here to tell the whole world that all of it sucks compared to the 24/7 level of happiness and joy and health that I live my life in based on the dream diet that God has revealed to me. And yes, I'm on track to true, pleasurable, God-blessed longevity, unlike all of these other showmen. I'm saying this for everyone's freedom, including LeBron James and all of these people. It's unbelievably heavy, folks. And then there's the big muscle lie. Guys, huge oversized muscles like football players and LeBron James, it's total heaviness upon the body, the mind, the spirit. There's no happiness in being a heavy, thick guy. Adam and Eve were not heavy and thick. Jesus was not heavy and thick. No one who is close to God has ever been heavy and thick. It's depression, it's weight, it's burden, it's not normal, and it's just sad. It's saddening. Because your body is so taxed. Your poor little heart and its veins are so taxed. And your digestive system is so taxed over a 24/7 cycle that you can barely have any happiness 24/7. It's all a show. And, these people do it because they're far from God. They don't have the healing of Jesus on the inside. I say this with compassion. People don't have Christ, therefore they have low self-esteem. Therefore, they try and get love from human eyeballs. It's like, if I just have big enough muscles, or I can jump high enough, or sprint fast enough, and I can get the pretty girls looking at me, maybe that'll make me happy, and it's all a lie. Okay? Too much mass on the body is not happiness. Everyone's dream is to actually be light and lean and gorgeously happy. Okay, I just like Adam and Eve were, and Jesus, and okay. can we please bring this stupid, insane show to an end? It's not happiness. It's just psychopathy. It's totally unnatural. And quite frankly, if I was to have an honest interview, well, the reality is the wives of these athletes have no idea what maximum paradise feels like themselves 24/7. But I guarantee you the wives of these athletes are secretly crying. They're like, I just, there's something wrong here. Like, the love and the romance that I dreamed of from my husband is completely not here in this psychopathic athlete, showman. Like, it's just like totally brutish. Okay, the things that get consumed, the amount that has to be consumed, the total taxation upon the entire body, the heart, the digestive system. Plain and simple, 24/7 happiness index, it's basically at rock bottom. It is nowhere compared to what I live in and what God wants for people. Stop watching these stupid spectator sports. Obey me in the dream diet, the God food-centric diet, gluten-free, dairy-free. You'll be 24/7 paradise. I'm just here to expose foolishness for what it is. And there are so many lies and cover-ups in the entire spectator sport world. It will make you puke when it all gets exposed for how foolish it actually was. And it's not love-centric. The cocoa-centric diet makes people feel the love of God, and it makes them full of love for themselves, for God, and their fellow man, and like love lives between spouses are dream level. Because cocoa is at the center of love. I guarantee you, the wives of all of these satanic athletes, they don't have a love life that is even close to what God wishes for them. It's a stupid effing show. It's like a bad circus. And behind the scenes and in the locker rooms, all of these athletes spew constant hatred, gossip, venom, pain, frustration, anger, depression, you name it. I'm saying this for everyone's freedom.